And welcome back to today's More Report on Wednesday, the 8th of April, with me, Rich Pro Market Analyst at Handtech Markets. I'm going to move on to dollar yen now, and again, once more, we see this consolidation sideways. Starts on the wrong chart, unfortunately. Okay, here we go. The daily chart. Basically, I mean, I did say yesterday that I don't think you can really be in dollar yen at the moment for anything more than probably a couple of days before you get a trend reversal or a reversal in the move. And it seems to be the case. We've seen a sharp move to the downside on payrolls, sharp move up since then to retrace entirely the move on payrolls. But now, once again, we're seeing a bit of a retracement again. That sort of has come on the back of the BOJ standing pat on monetary policy. No real change there. But looking at these momentum indicators, they are almost entirely neutral. RSI 50, MACD is bang on neutral. Stochastics are around 50. So you're also sitting on some flat moving averages, and no real direction is being formed, and that just shows you a greater detail in the hourly chart, which again has formed resistance around that. I mean, I've got the crosshairs in at 120.40 here, which is around the reaction high that we saw just at the end of March, early April, before selling again. We've still got this pivot level around 19.40 that I think you need to bear in mind. That was provided a bit of support yesterday. We've had a correction back today, just beginning to find a bit of support. So if I take that crosshair off, just sorry, bit of support, and it's sort of that support's come around 119.70, but I mean, it still seems to be that it's fairly range bound. I'd be using that 119.40 as your sort of maybe as a trading pivot level. You'd rather be sort of long if you're above it. You'd rather be short probably below it. There's not a great deal else to say about that because pretty much again everything's fairly neutral. Moving averages flattening off. A slight uptick in the stochastics on the hourly chart, but that's just come as this support's happened. But yeah, I just think that we just continue to play this range. Really, it's difficult to really gauge this one today and say exactly where I think it's going to go because it's fairly much in the middle of the range. You'd say you'd rather play the extremes of the range, which is 120.40 or and down to 118.70 at the moment. They're the extremes of the range currently, but you're sort of fairly middle of the road within that. So perhaps just hold off until you see a move to the extreme of the range, and then possibly play it. It is a potential to trade on that basis, but other than that, the dollar yen chart remains pretty much range bound and fairly difficult to trade. The Fed meeting minutes tonight could certainly have an impact. Any hawkish lean would drag dollar yen higher. So I wish you good luck in your trading today on dollar yen, and I'll speak to you later.